Hi, everybody. Ian Bremmer here around your world in 180 seconds. Have your questions on my phone, and we're ready to go. So, will recent Moscow targeted drone attacks lead Putin to escalate the war in Ukraine? Well, so far, Putin has been claiming that these are terrorist attacks, like he did the recent raids in Belgorod region, also in Russia. Certainly, it's interesting to note that the Ukrainians taking these actions imply that they don't believe that Putin can or will do much in escalation. Also, keeping in mind, this seems to be indiscriminate targeting of residential areas. No Russians have been killed that we know of so far, but this is tit for tat, the kind of behavior we've seen from the Russians, of course, committing war crimes all over Ukraine. Really hate to see the Ukrainians engaging in that kind of behavior. Should be condemned, frankly, not what the Americans or what most NATO allies want to see, and also shows the limitations of how much influence NATO has over Ukrainian military decision-making, something to keep in mind. Biden and McCarthy reached a deal. Is the U.S. debt problem solved? Well, first, of course, it has to go through a vote. Should go through with majorities from both parties within a couple of days in the House of Representatives, much easier in the Senate. Does interestingly show that McCarthy and Biden have a very functional working relationship, better than anything we've seen since Boehner and Obama had a beer together at the White House. And by the way, they didn't work together as effectively as we see McCarthy and Biden right now. Given all the partisanship, it's useful to remind people of that. Debt limit comes back. We'll be talking about it right after the 2024 election. No one's resolved this at all. But nice to see that cooler heads can indeed prevail in what otherwise was going to be a serious problem for the U.S. economy. And finally, after Erdogan's election, will be more of the same for Turkey and its struggling economy. Well, struggling economy is probably going to get worse because, of course, Erdogan has spent so much money, so many giveaways in the run-up to election to ensure that he would indeed win, and he did relatively easily. But that also means, given all the pressure on the lira, given all the pressure on their fiscal balance and on their indebtedness, with inflation rates up and risk-off behavior globally, that the Turkish economy is going to be under a hell of a lot of pressure. The potential for a financial crisis, especially as we get through the summer, out of tourist season where the Turks make a lot of money and into higher energy use. There are going to be real challenges for these guys. Also makes me think that Erdogan will continue to be more moderate in how he plays broader geopolitics, as he needs support from the Gulf states, needs support from the Americans, the Europeans, doesn't really want to alienate or antagonize anybody. And so he'll try to be flexible. He'll try to be seen as a statesman that works with everyone and gets as much leverage as he can from every component of that geopolitical equation. That's it for me. I'll talk to y'all real soon.